What is the ITL King of the Hill?
The ITL Poke Protocol King of the Hill, hosted by myself, Ernest Doc E. Silva, is a fun game for any average collector or avid collector that's out there for Pokemon cards. You just open and rip some packs with us at our booth or in our studio, and you have a chance to win some of the best cards out there like the Moonbryon, the Lugia, Quapalis, or any of those top hits. And big special months like the birthday month, you can have up to 35 different hits by playing the King of the Hill. All you do is rip one pack open, count up the hit points at the top of each card, and you get your score. The top score for a single pack wins the grand prize, which is featured stuff like the Moonbryon, a Grandmaster 151 set, and a base set booster pack.
How can I play in King of the Hill?
You can play ITL Poke Protocol's King of the Hill at any of the featured expos we're at. Just come up to our table, rip some packs with us, and we'll definitely put you on that leaderboard. Or catch us weekly on Poke Planet, the community of choice on Facebook, or our very own Facebook page, the Into the Lab podcast, on any streaming platform, YouTube, Twitch, X, Facebook, and you get a chance to play in our game monthly. If we're not at a featured expo, we're definitely online playing monthly for some of those great grand prizes.
Why did you start Poke Protocol?
Honestly, I started ITL Poke Protocol because of all the fun times I had with my little brother ripping throughout the years. We would get together on celebrations on weekends and on holidays, and we would get a booster box, or we would get packs, or we would get boxes, and we just rip, and we would have a lot of fun. Sometimes we lose the magic of ripping packs, so I wanted to rip packs with people and have some fun, and that's why I started custom packs, to put some of the greatest hits over the last 30 years into those custom packs, so when we rip them and we catch that great card, we're just going to be yelling together because it's absolutely exciting. So I started ITL Poke Protocol just for the general nature of being a collector.
Do you remember the times where you rip packs and you got the amazing feeling ripping for that base set Charizard? Or how about when you finally collected all 3 legendary cats from Crown Zenith? Or wait, did you get a prismatic demigod pack? Well, from ITL's very own Doc E, we are celebrating his 35th birthday by putting 30 of the greatest hits inside sealed custom packs to rip the magic of Pokemon all over again. Pre-orders have started. Simply DM Into the Lab podcast or visit our table at the San Antonio Collectors Expo, June 28th and 29th, to join in on the fun. See you there!
Welcome to ITL Poke Protocol. Featuring your host, Ernest Doc E. Silva. Located in the beautiful ITL movie studio in San Antonio, Texas. Participate in great games for amazing prizes. Discuss Pokemon trends, and even chase your top prize in ITL's famous King of the Hill. Trainers, let the battle begin!
What's going on, guys? What's going on? My name is Ernest Doc E. Silva. ITL Poke Protocol in full effect. We are 1 week away from King of the Hill, live at Shrine Auditorium in San Antonio, Texas. The voice is ready. The poise is ready. The sealed items and packs are ready. And you guys were given a challenge all week long is let's give free packs to all the kids enjoying the summer, to all the niños out there in San Antonio, Texas. We delivered, guys, 45 free packs in tonight's mini King of the Hill, featuring the 5 cards on the hill listed in front of you. The Zekrom from Celebrations, the Blaziken VMAX, that beautiful art where May's barely hanging on, the IR from Nidoking from 151, the Almanite from 151 full art, and the Hisuian Samurott V, one of my favorite cards, also in this lot. The winner of King of the Hill tonight will be taking those. And we asked you guys, any donation to give kids free packs at next week's expo is appreciated. Could have been 50 cents. It could have been $1. It could have been 10 cents. All I cared about was putting more towards those packs, and some of you delivered in massive fashion. I'll tell you what, we had as little as $2 donated. We had as big as $100 donated from you guys. Pokey Planet, absolutely freaking amazing. Super altruistic of you guys, and it's not over. You have 5 minutes left to get into King of the Hill tonight for any one of these cards on the hill. They could be yours for as little as $1, or you could donate and be amazing and do another 100. Who knows who is it going to be? 5 minutes at 9:25 Central Time. We're cutting off the wheel. We are updating the wheel of names as donations come in right now. So we're getting things squared away and getting everybody listed on there. And so you guys watching, hoping to get an everyone tag from one of our admins at one point on tonight's show. But once that goes out, we hope that you guys get your names on this wheel. All you have to do is donate to any of my handles. And if you don't know those handles, just put a comment right now inside wherever you're watching. Could be on X, could be on Facebook, could be on Twitch for all I know. Some of you YouTubers could be out there. Let me know. I know some people are watching the Game 7 NBA Finals. I get that. Huge NBA news for the Houston Rockets. KD coming. That's what it's all about. David Wolf Duke inside the comments. Definitely one of the most generous people I know. One of the most amazing men I know. Thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate you, my guy. There are going to be a lot of kids happy because this group came together to make sure they had a chance at that Moonbryon next week. And again, guys, you have a lot more than a chance at the Moonbryon next week. We have custom packs galore that feature some of the top hits over the past 30 years, including a base set 2 Charizard, including the 151 Charizard SIR, including that Mewtwo, which I just learned was the name people are calling it, the Mewtwo GX, where it's in the test tube. Absolutely amazing card. And of course, the coveted grand prize, the Moonbryon, will be featured, but that's not it, guys. That's not it. All sealed items get 200-point bonus. Everybody who buys this week on the planet get a 100-point bonus. Anybody who takes pictures of our flyers inside the city gets a 100-point bonus. And it's just for the give back and the passion I have to rip with you guys and get those hits out there. It doesn't matter how much money it is. It's my birthday, guys. It is my birthday, and I wanted to go off. So I'm excited to be doing that next weekend, June 28th and 29th at Shrine Auditorium. I really appreciate the love so far in the pre-orders. Anybody can get in. Again, we have 3 minutes left for tonight's wheel. We are going to choose 6 contestants tonight that'll be part of King of the Hill. We have a Surging Sparks booster bundle that'll be ripped open live here, a sealed booster bundle that'll be ripped live. We'll have 6 Surging Sparks packs. 6 contestants will come off the wheel. Tonight's wheel right now consists of, I believe, let me make sure I have this right. I believe there's 11 or 12 contestants. Let me go ahead and check real quick. That would be 12 contestants for tonight. 12 of y'all will be on tonight, and we will be seeing who walks away with the 5-card lineup for Times Mini King of the Hill. This is also a tutorial for some of you. Some of you haven't seen it. I have 18 of y'all lurking here on Facebook, and I have over 55 of y'all watching other platforms. If you don't know what King of the Hill is, great, welcome. You're about to find out. King of the Hill is a lot of fun, guys. Anybody can win. It's not about how much money you put in. It's just about getting lucky. Rachel Ray is hanging out with us tonight. Rach, good to see you, Rach. Hope everybody's doing well at home. Excited to see everybody here and excited to be ripping tonight. Now, again, 6 packs is not nearly going to come close to what we do next week. I'm sure next week, or I'm hoping next week, we're ripping through the night. But as we do tonight, here's how it's going to work. We will choose 6 contestants of the 12. 6 will immediately be eliminated tonight off the wheel to get our 6 contestants for tonight's King of the Hill. 6 packs will be open. It takes 6 packs in order for the King of the Hill prize to go out. Next weekend, 1,000 packs must be ripped for our grand prizes to go out. We are already sitting at 200 packs, so I have no doubt with the extra 100 packs free to the kids and everybody else buying, we're going to hit that 1,000 mark, and I'm very excited. In order for hit tonight, 6 packs. We have the 6 packs coming out of Surging Sparks. If you donated $1, if you donated $100, you're on tonight's wheel. Excited to see everybody's names. Let me make sure I have everybody on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm definitely missing somebody, so let's run through the comments. You have 1 minute officially to donate anything to any of my handles. You just send over and let me know in the comments if you have sent anything over to me. Put in the comments, please, and say, let's play Koth, and I will make sure your name is updated. All it takes is $1 to enter tonight's wheel. You get a chance at the grand prize is sitting on the hill right in front of you. 1 minute left on the clock before we spin and we get King of the Hill started for tonight. I do appreciate everybody hanging out with me. Again, I'm your host, Ernest Docky Silva, here on Poke Planet. ITL Poke Protocol going loud and strong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have all 12 contestants. Last call. Any last people going to donate? Any donation goes to free packs to kids next weekend at the expo. So as kids come in, we will get them free packs. Out there, Soto saying what's probably on most people's mind, saying, I just need these 5 cards for my sets, and I just want to get those out there. Out there, of course, stand up. Good to see you, man. Excited. All right. I'm going to say that there's nobody else. I'm going to give it one more second for the delay. We're at the 9:25 mark, but I think we're good to go. Let's bring the screen up and look at the wheel so we can get tonight's Koth going tonight. Thank you again to everybody. 45 packs is nothing to be ashamed of, and I appreciate everybody. Now, if you're just here to find out what the hell King of the Hill is, you're in the right place. Here is the wheel. This is unorthodox for King of the Hill. We don't do this normally. We are going to trim this wheel down to 6 names. The last 6 names on this wheel are going to be the ones competing tonight for King of the Hill. King of the Hill is normally just you buy packs, you buy sealed product, we rip it live for you. Everything you rip on King of the Hill goes right to you. We ship it to you or we meet you in San Antonio. Depends where you're at. Everything we rip, let me repeat it again. Everything we rip on ITL Poke Protocol goes to you. We keep no cards. Unless you tell me, Ernest, I don't want that. Or Ernest, keep everything. I don't want it. We will not keep anything. We will send everything to you. That includes slabs you win, sealed product you rip open, any sort of card packs you rip open. Sometimes in between King of the Hills, I sell sealed as well. So I'll say I do send sealed off sometimes. But for tonight, this is all about King of the Hill. We are ripping everything so that these 5 cards go home to somebody who was so generous to donate packs for our kids here in San Antonio. If I lose, I want a refund, or else I'll take kids' EX cards at the expo. Whatever. Wesley, don't say that, Wesley. Let's see what happens tonight. Thank you guys again so much. Once we get into King of the Hill, I will use the example of King of the Hill and what we do, and I'll rip the Surging Sparks bundle on camera so you know it's sealed. Let's get started for tonight's wheel. The first eliminated person, again, let me call people out here. Cassie Bundles, thank you so much for donating to tonight. David Wolf Duke, I've already said, so generous. I appreciate you 1,000%. You're amazing. SATX Cards, Adrian Luna, one of the sponsors that will be with us at the expo in our booth. Rudy Faz, Alamo City Automotive, an amazing individual, been a huge part to ITL Poke Protocol the last 6 months. Thank you so much, my guy, for being a part of the magic. Michael Stoddard, another person who's come around to ITO just in recent months. Chris Mejia, great friend of the show. Appreciate you donating to the kids. Isaiah Pinelli, appreciate you. First time doing this kind of thing with us. We appreciate you. Aldair Soto, the rigged man himself. Joey Camacho, also amazing. Appreciate you being a part of the magic. Colt Young, and that's supposed to say Chris Harbin, so let me fix that name right there. Chris Harbin, both great friends of the show. Appreciate you, Chris, so much for going in. One of our waffle makers here on Poke Protocol and Poke Planet. And, of course, Wesley Ortega, the man who lives in the zip code, doing his thing and donating for the better of the community. Cassie doing it, all saying yay for the kids. Rigged man himself. It's the damn truth. That's his favorite thing. Josh, what's going on, dude? How is Sheila doing? How are you doing, my guy? You guys getting any sleep at all? Be honest. Be honest. Congratulations on the newborn, my guy. Good to see you on the live, though. And thank you so much for supporting ITL. As always, Josh Mays, everybody. Let's get started. Our first 2 eliminated on tonight's King of the Hill, mini King of the Hill for our 5 cards on screen. Here we go. First person off the wheel for tonight is going to be Joey Camacho. Joey Camacho, we appreciate you donating for the kids. You're going to be the first one off the wheel, but thank you so much for being a part of the magic. Let's spin it again. Who will be our second eliminated name for the night? This one's going to be Isaiah Pinelli, thank you so much again. First time with me, I believe, Isaiah, but I appreciate you. And thank you for making some kids' day come true next weekend. Let's keep it rolling. Who is the third person off the wheel tonight? It is going to be, hate to see it, Rudy Faz, Alamo City Automotive, one of the amazing sponsors of ITL Poke Protocol, off the wheel, not one of our final 6 ripping for the cards on screen. Let's see who's next. Say it ain't so. Chris Harbin coming off the Waffle Maker here on Poke Planet. The Waffle Maker here on Pokemon off the wheel. We are down to 8 names. 6 of y'all will be dancing for the mini hill today. We are doing well and sleeping while we can. I love to hear it, Josh. I'm glad to hear you guys are doing well. I got to check in on you guys. I'll give you guys a call tomorrow. So glad you guys are doing well, though. Give Sheila all of our love and our best. Down to number 7. Who is out on this spin right here? Looks like it's going to be very close. Either gentleman's going to be upset, but Chris Mejia off the wheel. Chris, my guy, just wasn't there, but appreciate it. I think you made 3 kids happy next week, and I appreciate you, my guy, for donating. Last one, and we get into the ripping. Who is going to make the final 6? And it looks like Colt Young comes off the board here. Colt Young, thank you so much for donating, being a part of the magic. We have our final 6 here. Out there says, foo. I get it. I get what that feels like. Cassie Bundles, David Wolf Duke, SATX Cards, Michael Staldert, Aldair Soto, and Wesley Ortega. That is our final 6 and our 6 contestants for the mini King of the Hill, including the Blaziken VMAX and Nido King IR Full Art and the Zekrom Celebrations card. Here we go. Cassie saying the same thing. First step is done. For those of you watching, this is the true King of the Hill fashion. We're going to take a seal item, which would get 200 points bonus. So if this was next weekend and this was going towards the Moonbryon, this is exactly how it will feel. This is going to feel a little different as we're going to spin to see who gets each pack. So we're going to rip this live in front of you up here. Congratulations to all. GG's in the chat for all those that competed and donated. Thank you guys so much. For those who shared the post, liked the post, commented, that all does wonders. That all does wonders. I appreciate all of you for doing that. It does do wonders for everybody else to see it live and prompted on their Facebook. So thank you guys. And if you're not sure what is happening, welcome. I see we've got a jump in numbers for this. So welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Mini King of the Hill. The Mini King of the Hill is where we rip packs and we try to get the prize cards on the hill. For tonight, we ask for any donation to give free packs to our kiddos at the expo live and in person next weekend. So I see Wayne's jumped in. Good to see you, Wayne. Good to see you, lottery contestant there. I appreciate you for jumping in tonight. Now, how it's going to work is we're going to spin the wheel and then take the wheel off so you can see who is up next. So let's do that first. So our first contestant that gets the first pack out of the Surging Sparks booster bundle is going to be, let's spin it. Cassie Bundles. Cassie gets the first pack out of the booster bundle. Congratulations, Cassie. Excited to see that, Cass. We're going to open it up and we're going to do this in true King of the Hill fashion. So let's remove the screen. Here we go. We have a Surging Sparks pack. Now, this comes out of a sealed item, so it gets 200 bonus points. Doesn't give a huge advantage tonight as everybody gets 200 bonus points, but here's how King of the Hill works for ITL. And so, Mark, I hope you get a clip on this VOD so we can go ahead and show everybody after. Here is King of the Hill. If you're trying for that Moonbryon, this is exactly what you're trying to do, is try to get the highest HP out of the pack. We rip the pack in front of you right here live. I'm going to rip open the Surging Sparks. Surging Sparks is coming out of a Surging Sparks bundle. For those of you who don't know, Surging Sparks happens to be one of my favorite sets. So I thought it was fitting we had a bundle lying around here. Cassie Bundles, good luck to you. Contestant number 1, looking to get a dub on ITL Poke Protocol's Mini King of the Hill for donating to our kids next week. And that's the largest intro we've ever done for King of the Hill. Let's get to the rips. Here we go. Nothing on the energy. 80 for the 80 points listed on the HP. 80 points to start off. 80, 90. Is 170, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom in and get this camera going a little bit. Let's zoom into the, there we go. That's a little bit better. Let's stay zoomed in on that. So we had 80 and 90 coming in, 90 points there. That's better. 170, 170 and 70 is going to get us to 240. 240 points plus 80 is going to get us up to 320. 320 and 120 is 440. 440 and a trainer. All trainers, non-reverse hollow or hollow, are 100 points. That's 540. 540 and 130 is going to get us up to 670. 670 for Cassie. 670 and 120 is 790. 790 on this pack. 790 and 70 is going to be 860. And the card in the back, 860 and 130 is going to get her to 990. And the 200 is going to be 1190. 1190 for Cassie Bundle starts us off. 1190 is the first pack for the Mini King of the Hill. Mini King of the Hill, Cassie gets 1190 to start things off. Congratulations, Cassie, to start off the Mini King of the Hill for the kids tonight. Cassie with our first score. Cassie is the score to beat for our 5 cards right behind on your screen currently. Cassie, congratulations there. 1190, a good score to beat. Oh, there knows it. He says, dang. Mahesh is saying, what are we doing? It's not the main cock. This is going to be our King of the Hill. We were raising packs for our kids next weekend to get free packs. So if you donated to give free packs to kids next weekend, you got on tonight's wheel and part of the Mini King of the Hill, which includes the Blazic and VMAX in the back, the Nido King IR from 151, the Zekrom full art from Celebrations is back there, Almanite, and the Hisuian V. Now we bring up our wheel. Cassie sets the stage. 1190. Matt, trainer Matt's in the house now. Now we got the big wigs coming in. Mahesh and Matt now hanging out with us. Let's see who's left. 5 contestants left. Who gets pack number 2 out of the Surging Sparks booster bundle? Good luck to everybody. Let's get some luck clovers and some fire emojis. David Wolf Duke comes out with pack number 2. Good luck, David. David getting pack number 2. Excited to see that. David now in his second King of the Hill, I believe. So excited to see part of it. Cassie, I don't know if Cassie's going to be the big spender as always. She's been kind of heavy and getting some sealed stuff. So we will see. Here we go, David. Here we go. Good luck to you, my guy. Again, if you're watching King of the Hill for the first time, I'm going to explain each and every time, probably the first 3 times, and then we're gonna jump off. We are still taking pre-orders all the way up until Friday night, and then you can order while we're live at the expo. We'll be online and live in person. Good luck to everybody. Here we go. David Wolf Duke is here. Let's get it started. 70 at the top, and 80 is 150. 150 and 130 is going to get us to 280. 280 and 150 gets us to 430. 430 and 120 is 550. 550 and a non-hollow or non-reverse hollow trainer is 650. 650 and 130 is 780. 780 and 60 is 840. 840 into the 60 is 900 even. We're looking for a hit on the back to get Cassie. 900 even into 130. 1030 plus the 200 is 1230. A new leader for David Wolf Duke. 1230 for David Wolf Duke on that one. Congratulations, David. 1230 is our score to beat now. Pack number 2 out of the bundle takes the hill, and now we have a new King of the Hill leader for tonight's episode. Congratulations, David, on that overtaking of the leader. Short-lived for Cassie. But Cassie, stick around, hang out with us. So he's knocked out. I know. Good luck, guys. The hits are going to get you right now. It seems that way. David Wolf Duke taking an early change. We have a new King of the Hill. Let's see who contestant number 3 is going to be tonight. Excited to see this one's going to be Michael Stoddard. Michael Stoddard, second time playing King of the Hill, I believe, as well. So congrats, Michael Stoddard. GG's to you, my guy. Let's get pack number 3 now in front of the screen. Pack number 3 now up and going. Here we go. Maybe I should take myself off as well just for this. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Pack number 3 for Michael Stoddard. Let's get it going here. There are the hits in the back. You guys can stare. That's a little bit easier to see as well. The hill is nice. It's been ripped. I guess you want to see me rip, so maybe after this we won't do it this way. But maybe when we're about to get live into it. We'll bring it up on screen. Here we go. Michael Stoddard, contestant number 3 for ripping. We had 6 eliminated before we got to the final 6. Here we go. 60. 60 and 90 is 150. 150 and 90 is 240. 240 and 40 is 380. 380 and a trainer is 480. 480 and 130 is 610. 610 and 80 is 690. 690 and, oh, we have an ace back there. 690 and 150 is going to bump you up to 840. 840 into the, whoa, we get a beauty right there. 130 on the Braviary. Let's go. Is 970 into the 70. I think it's enough. That's 1040. That is 1240 for Michael Stoddard. 1240 on the double hit surging pack. Congratulations, Michael Stoddard taking the lead. We have a new King of the Hill right away. Congratulations to Michael Stoddard on that one. We'll get that all squared away for you, Michael. What a beautiful, beautiful couple of hits there. And just like that, we've had 3 lead changes. 3 lead changes and just 3 packs with the bonus. Congratulations to Michael on that one. 1240 is the score to beat for the beautiful cards in the back. And we go to our 4th contestant here in King of the Hill for ripping. Who is it going to be? Contestant number 4 is the rigged man himself. Aldair Soto has entered the contest. Holy shit. Now we're really feeling it. Should have been me. Yeah, he is there. Hashtag rigged is where we're going with that. Aldair Soto, let's remove me and that screen off. We're going straight into the pack. So I guess you can see me so you can see I'm ripping. Pack number 4 here for our 4th contestant of our mini King of the Hill. We are accepting all orders going into next weekend, exclusive to Poke Planet and Poke Dads. We appreciate all of y'all, the love and support. The pre-orders are just for you guys. We will be live and accepting orders as well Saturday and Sunday, June 28th and 29th. This mini King of the Hill is to get you that vibe, exactly what we'll be doing. Here we go. Rave getting thrown around by everybody. Started the sorcerer from Matt. Let's take my ugly mug off. Here we go. Pack number 4, contestant number 4, Aldair Soto. What do we have? 110 on the primate to start off, and 70s 180, 180 and 60 is 240, and 40 is 280. 280 and 110 is 390. 390 and the trainers 490. 490 and 110 is 600. Right there on the Shinotic. 600 and 130 is 730. 730 into the 150 is going to get us up to 880. Looking for a hit here. 880 into the gouging fire. I don't think it's enough out there, but I'll do the math. 10-10, that's 12-10. No lead change on that one. Aldair Soto, everybody, does not come up with the hit that was needed. And we continue forward with this King of the Hill. Sorry, Aldair, not in the cards on that one, my guy, but appreciate you again for donating for our kids next weekend and making sure that all the kiddos get a free pack into King of the Hill. Aldair Soto off the wheel. We have Wesley and Adrian left. Let's see who gets pack number 5 here. Pack number 5 is going to Wesley. Wesley getting pack number 5. Aldair says rigged, as he should. Wesley Ortega, you're up. You're on the clock. Let's take me off. Let's take the wheel off. It is just you and your pack. Here we go. Wesley Ortega, good friend of the show. Glad to see you, Wes, and I appreciate you donating. We have 2 packs left, and this mini cup is done, guys. If you want to donate for next weekend and you just didn't understand what was going on or how it worked, but you still want to give some kids some free packs, I will accept all donations all week long. You just put into the actual description, it's a donation for the kids, and it'll be fine. I'll make sure I get it in there. All right, here we go. Good luck to Wesley. Pack number 5, trying to get the hill right behind here. You see the beautiful cards. Here we go, Wes. Good luck to you. 60. 60 and 90 is 150. 150 and 60 is 210. 210 and 70 is 280, and 140 is 410. 410 and the trainer is going to get us to 510. 510 and 130 is 640. 640 and the reverse trainer is 150. So that is 790 now. 790 for Wesley. Going into the next one. Oh, it is a beautiful Hydreigon. 790 plus 330. What a beautiful card. That is 1120 on that. What a beautiful hit. 1120 and 120 gets 1240 and the 200-point bonus. 1440 for Wesley, and we have a new King of the Hill on pack number 5. What a beautiful card for Wesley. Congratulations, Wesley. A beautiful, beautiful hit on ITL Poke Protocol. Holy crackers for you, my guy. Wow. What a hit. I don't know if Wesley fell asleep or I just have a delay, but there is a shortcoming of comments coming in. Now, there comes in, though. It should have been me. What a hit for Wesley. And his score puts him at the top there. That hill looking really good now for Team Wesley. There he is. Just a small delay. I appreciate that. And he won at the 5th spot. Look at that. Good flex, my guy. Congratulations on that. We'll make sure that gets taken care of on this side. What a hit. I'm happy with that. I bet the final pack does go to our guy, Adrian Luna, with the final pack. 1440 is the score to beat after that Hydreigon EX gets pulled. Congratulations. We love the rainbow borders out of Surge. I love this set. I know everybody hates this set. I love it. Adrian Luna, good luck. SATX cards will be tied to ITL Poke Protocol next Saturday and Sunday. Whatever singles you may hit, they'll trade out. They'll have singles there to look at as well as sealed product. Go check them out. Here we go. The end of King of the Hill is right here. Who takes home the packs? Wesley with a 1440, sitting firmly in the lead. Will Adrian catch him? 100, that's the way to go. 70, 170. 170 and 110 is going to be 280. 280 and 100 is 380. 380 and the trainer is 480. 480 and 70 is 550. 550 and 80 is 630. 630 and 80 is 710. 710, we're looking for hits here. 710 and 130 is going to get us up to 840. We need something major to happen here. 840 and 120 is 960. 1160 is not enough. Congratulations to Wesley Ortega. Wesley Ortega getting the dub here on ITL Poke Protocol's Mini King of the Hill. The Hisuian V. The Hisuian Samurott V coming out. One of your major wins there. The Ammonite IR coming up as a major win for you from 151. The Nido King full art coming out as a win. The Zekrom from Celebrations, just a beautiful, beautiful card. Wesley's first win I'm reading. That's exciting. And the Blaziken VMAX with May holding on. Another huge dub for my guy, Wesley. Congratulations on your first ITL win, Wesley. And again, for everybody, the hill is set. The hill is beautiful. The Moonbryon, the Mewtwo GX, the Latias SIR from Surging Sparks are the top grand prizes, as well as slabs and packs galore on the top 5. And we have 30 more hits, including a Terrastal Demigod pack in there. That is the Umbreon SAR, the Jolteon SAR, and the Vaporeon SAR in our custom packs that you could literally have for $10 if you play your cards right. Come buy some packs with us. Come hang out with us for next weekend. Put in your pre-orders this week, and I am excited to rip for you guys. Come join us, ITL Poke Protocol, this weekend. And if you want to hear all about it and you missed the intro, let me play our exit video. But for tonight, guys, I am out. Ernest Docky Silva, the host of ITL Poke Protocol. My birthday call next weekend. I look forward to seeing you guys. Peace.
What is the ITL King of the Hill?
The ITL Poke Protocol King of the Hill, hosted by myself, Ernest Doc E. Silva, is a fun game for any average collector or avid collector that's out there for Pokemon cards. You just open and rip some packs with us at our booth or in our studio, and you have a chance to win some of the best cards out there, like the Moonbryon, the Lugia Quapolis, or any of those top hits. In big special months like the birthday month, you can have up to 35 different hits by playing the King of the Hill. All you do is rip one pack open, count up the hit points at the top of each card, and you get your score. The top score for a single pack wins the grand prize, which is featured stuff like the Moonbryon, a Grandmaster 151 set, and a base set booster pack.
How can I play in King of the Hill?
You can play ITL Poke Protocol's King of the Hill at any of the featured expos we're at. Just come up to our table, rip some packs with us, and we'll definitely put you on that leaderboard. Or catch us weekly on Poke Planet, the community of choice on Facebook, or our very own Facebook page, the Into the Lab podcast, on any streaming platform, YouTube, Twitch, X, Facebook, and you get a chance to play in our game monthly. If we're not at a featured expo, we're definitely online playing monthly for some of those great grand prizes.
Why did you start Poke Protocol?
Honestly, I started ITL Poke Protocol because of all the fun times I had with my little brother ripping throughout the years. We would get together on celebrations on weekends and on holidays, and we would get a booster box, or we would get packs, or we would get boxes, and we just rip, and we would have a lot of fun. Sometimes we lose the magic of ripping packs, so I wanted to rip packs with people and have some fun, and that's why I started custom packs, to put some of the greatest hits over the last 30 years into those custom packs, so when we rip them and we catch that great card, we're just going to be yelling together because it's absolutely exciting. So I started ITL Poke Protocol just for the general nature of being a collector.